and then I heard like a sizzling sound.
Oh no. Oh my god.
And I was like, I wonder what that is. And I just started looking around, and then I realized I smelt my hair.
And I was like, said their name, and I was like, let me in right now. I know it's in the bathroom. Let me in right now, or else I'm gonna start breaking down your door.
Oh my
like,
god.
I was raging.
I'm terrified
and
right now.
I was like, we're calling the police. Recording. Hello. Maggie, can I
Hello?
hear you?
I can't hear myself yet.
Talk.
Nope, still not. Oh yeah, here I am. I can hear myself.
Cool. It's recording.
Okie dokie. Oh wait, it's like super quiet though.
Okay, cool. I need to put my headphones on first.
Yeah.
Okay, talk.
Talk, talkity, talk.
Push the gain up. Okay, talk.
Talk. There we are. That's better. Much better.
Oh, okay, I was like, why does it shake?
No, I'm just trying to move it. Is that? Yep. There we go. And here we are again.
Boom, boom, boom. That's
What? How many times have we done this now? Feels better every time.
It does feel better every time. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So then, yeah, let's try it out because I've kind of changed the way that.
Don't know. Should we put this?
Oh,
push this bench a little bit back?
Does that look okay with my legs?
This is what I was.
I mean, like, we can. I do look naked. I just got a fright when I saw it because, like.
Do we want a blanket over us?
Maybe. I feel violated. Like, don't. I mean, like, at least, like, it would be like, oh, sorry, on my toes tattoo. That would be cool. But my bare naked leg. This is my
when you
special
pull your
leg.
shorts down a bit.
I know, but it's not comfy.
I know.
I got big thighs. My thighs eat everything.
Look naked. I can't deal.
I can. Oh shit! I need to put the other camera on as well.
Wait, I could. But then it's like, do we? I don't know how to push it to be more back.
Just zoom it in so that it's like.
There. It's just, yeah, if you move, then you might be out of frame.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I forgot to put that on. So that's recording. Cool.
There.
Pop. Get my legs in. Because I'll probably actually sit like this so I can actually see you when I talk.
Okay, that's perfect. Is that better?
Yeah.
You don't record it.
Yeah.
Record it.
It's
No,
only
wait,
for
okay.
Patreon.
There we go.
Cool.
You have to stay like that though. To be
Nice. I won't. I'm not gonna I can. That's probably the most I'll do. Or I'll like
Okay, that's good.
move it like this. And that's not in your shot. And then let's see how much legs I've got in for you. Fuck. It was zoomed in actually, but I forgot to change it. 1 second. Look at you.
I can't see me. It's very blurry for me to see, but
Yeah, you look nice. It's
Thanks.
recording. That's recording? Yeah, I see it. Red light's on. Your camera's recording? Got a red light on? Red light on.
yeah.
This is recording? Red light on?
Yay!
Ciao ciao!
Cha-ching! Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
everyone!
Happy Halloween!
Yeah, I'm joking.
Almost.
It's actually we're recording this in October. However, it's coming out in December.
Yeah, just to throw you guys off balance. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
How was your Halloween?
Happy holidays and happy past Halloween.
Yeah.
Except it's not happened yet.
In the future, basically.
Yeah.
That's
We're
crazy.
talking to our future selves and future
well done,
listeners.
guys. I'm really proud of you. I also want to say thank you to all the people that have supported us. We really appreciate it. We needed you guys the most. And yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Us to the future. This is a message.
Thank you to everyone that's been along this journey with us.
Yeah. Especially all the ones who have been close to, and all of our, yeah.
And thanks to all the people that robbed us as well.
Yeah.
Of all our dreams. I'm joking, but today's episode... Actually, welcome to No One's Looking.
Welcome to No One's Looking.
The podcast where you can say whatever the fuck you want. I'm your host, Maggie.
And I'm Melanie.
And today's episode will be all about stealing.
So, yeah.
Kind of. Well, basically, we're going to share some stories of us being silly little idiots when we were kids and we stole.
Yeah.
And also stories of how we've been robbed before as well. Well,
yeah.
I have a couple stories of bastards stealing shit from us. So
yeah. I got stories. I got stories.
Stories for days.
Ooh, he's stealing.
Ooh. I'm sure that you, the person listening, have stolen something in your life before, whether that's chewing gum.
Yeah,
maybe something a bit more than that, you fucking thief. But
we're all guilty, I feel like. Even if it's from a sibling, it counts.
Oh no, literally, I've had my fair share. So
yeah.
Obviously, I don't do it anymore. Thank God I've learnt my lesson.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
If you see this on YouTube, you might notice that we've got candles and like everything's really cozy.
Yeah.
And we're wearing our pajamas because we decided, fuck it, we want to be cozy today.
Yeah, we're recording in the evening and we were just like, I can't deal with bright lights, so let's just like tone everything down.
Make it zen.
Yeah, we've got matching PJs on.
Yeah, ooh.
Yeah. So I'm really happy. It's super cozy in here and warm, so it's really nice.
I'm roasting actually. I'm getting really hot. Anyway, that's besides the point. These candles actually reminded me of when I was a child, and my dad used to love like having candles all around.
Yeah.
Because he's religious and he had like, I don't know, I don't even know what they're called, like little pictures of...
Oh, like idol things?
Yeah.
Like
I forget what they're called, but you know what I mean.
Cards.
Yeah. And like he would have that, and then so I had like really, really curly kind of like afro hair when I was growing up, and I just remember like just standing by those pictures and those candles, and then I heard like a sizzling sound.
Oh no. Oh my God.
And I was like, I wonder what that is, and I just started looking around, and then I realized I smelt my hair
burning,
and it was on fire. Yeah. And I literally had to like whack my head, you know, to
stop. No, did you have like burn? Like how much did it burn? How old were you?
Oh, I was like maybe 5.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah, no, my hair was so big.
So
you would not have noticed the dent.
Yeah.
Like it was. Yeah,
that's so funny. Oh my God, that's so scary. I saw this one video, this is just random, where it was 2 girls at a party and they were both trying to like show off that they had made lighter earrings. I'm sure if you've seen this video, it is so funny. And then one girl who had her hair down as well, and she managed to be okay, lit the lighter earring, and everybody was like, wow. And then the like camera pans to the other girl, and she has like very curly, like kind of afro hair.
No.
And it obviously has products in it. And she's like, you could see her trying really hard to light it, and she lights it and it lights up her hair instantly. And everyone's like, oh my God. And then she's trying to bat it out. And that's like the video ends. Like that's it.
Oh my God.
It was
that's
nuts.
So scary. No, I mean, I didn't care. I was just like, oh, it's just a little part of my hair, but no, that's a bit much. Like all over her head.
It was like,
yeah, because it's like the product.
The product, yeah, it spreads the flame. Do you want to hear a funny story about? It's like, okay, since we're talking about fire and stuff like this. So, my older sibling.
I don't know why I'm so giggly
It's a funny story. It's like when an older sibling gets you because you don't understand sarcasm. Like, so my oldest sister, Melissa, was like 15 years older than me. And so, like, that's a really big age gap.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, like, she shaved her arms, and I really wanted to shave my arms. And again, I don't
Wait,
know.
how old were you?
I think it was maybe like 13 or something.
Okay.
Very gullible age, like maybe even 11 as far as that. Like, yeah. And she was like, oh, I don't shave my arms. She was like, I just like burn it off with a lighter. And I was like, you do? She was like, yeah, I just like take a lighter and I just go like that and I just burn all my hair off because it doesn't make it grow back. So my hair hasn't grown back.
Wait, was she joking?
But yeah, and I
Okay.
believed her because no, of course your hair is going to grow back when you burn it. Yes.
Girl, my mom told me a story about my... No, you tell yours.
Yeah.
You tell yours.
This is why. And so I went home and that's what I did. I fucking took a lighter and drug it on my arm and I had burn marks all over my arm. But I was like, I fucking did it kind of thing, like so proud. And I went and showed my sister and she was like, oh my God, you're so stupid.
Oh my God, Melanie.
It was so funny though. It was kind of funny.
I would be like, show me how first. Like,
no,
I
I just went and I was like,
it.
I'll be able to do it.
Put like hairspray on it first.
Like imagine like watching me in like a bedroom doing that or something.
And imagine the smell.
Yeah. And I was like, I did it. Yeah, it didn't work out.
You silly Billy.
It's really,
It's funny how
I didn't
people
get
can
it for
influence
ages
you.
though. Yeah, because I was so young. Like I didn't get it for ages. And I was like, huh? Like, you know? And then I realized, and I was like, oh yeah, she was fucking with me. But like she just realized I was too little. She was
Oh, that's a like a
siblings.
yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like we do really get influenced by siblings or like
Yeah.
people around us that are older, especially if they're like a girl. Then you literally, because you relate, because you're female, so you're like, well, your brother wouldn't be telling you to shave your arms, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, so he wouldn't be exactly. So then you just go and
Yeah.
do
No,
that.
I just always thought it was so funny. It's just like it's almost like a prank. She like pranked me and I was like, fuck. Okay. Okay.
I set myself on fire as a
that
prank.
was like the moment I was like, okay, I'm not gonna listen to every word she says. I was like, fuck, I can't trust anyone. I was like,
Oh my God, I had a moment like that. It was when I found out my best friend cheated with my boyfriend.
oh,
And I was like, I can't trust anyone.
everyone's suspicious now.
Yeah, fuck everyone. Anyway, okay, going back to the fact that we want to talk about some stealing stories.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll share a story about how we got robbed once.
Yeah.
So when I lived in Bulgaria, my dad bought a house and there was like basically the bottom floor was already kind of like done up, so we moved downstairs and there was an upstairs, but it wasn't even connected. Like the top and the bottom floor were not connected, but it was the same house.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a stair in between, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So basically my dad was like, okay, we'll just take it slow with redoing the top floor. So he basically got a contact from someone, to like a builderman basically, that was like a live-in builderman. It was Bulgaria, okay? Like
Like a living nanny?
except
But
he,
a
like,
builderman?
yeah, like
Yeah.
he would kind of, my dad
Work
kinda,
on
like,
the house constantly then,
yeah,
eh?
he would just, well, he was supposed to. So that
Oh, my mom hired people like
Yeah.
that as well. Like, yeah.
So basically, my dad gave him like a salary, and he lived upstairs, and he had his own area, and I guess he was meant to be redoing it as he was
Yeah.
living there. And yeah, so my dad would give him like pocket money, a salary, like he
What?
really looked after him. And I was really young at the time, and I didn't understand that he was like an alcoholic, you know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and he obviously the money that my dad would give him for materials, like he would just go and spend it
On alcohol?
yeah, just like on nights out and just like party. And then
Yeah.
I don't know why my dad, I don't know, maybe my dad felt sorry for him or something, and he just
Yeah.
kind of took it. Maybe he did a little bit of work, not too much though. Because I remember like the upstairs never got finished, like, and it didn't look nice. It wasn't livable. So
Damn.
yeah, so that guy definitely took advantage. Anyway, so I don't know exactly how my dad reacted, because I honestly just remember the story not that long ago. So it's kind of like
Yeah.
flashbacks from when I was like a proper kid. Anyway, so that guy he was born on the last day of February. What was it? Like on a leap year.
Oh, what's it? February 29th?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that because he told me he was like 14 years old, but I could tell he was an older man.
Creepy.
Yeah, and I was like, what?
Ew.
Yeah, and then he explained. Yeah. I was like, you're
Back
a freak.
up, devil. It's like red flags, like your mom teaches you. If a grown man says he is 14, run. No, but obviously it was just leaving. Yeah. That's so funny.
Because I was like, no, you're not. But anyway, so so then basically he kind of, I don't know how long he stayed with us, but it was a wee while, because then he would kind of like, I remember this one time my dad was out and my mum was already living in the UK because she moved here before us. And that man was like, oh, I'm going to take you guys to the pub. And he took me and my older brother to the pub. And I remember just being really scared of him and being like, what the hell's going on? Like, I just want to get home. Anyway, yeah, weirdo. Long story short, one day we came back, and so we had a cat, a Siamese cat, and she was our baby. And whenever we would leave the house, we had like a security system, so the cat wasn't allowed to be inside, so we would lock her outside of the house whenever we were out. And then when we would come back, she would come back in the house. And one day we come back and she's not there. No. And we're like, you know, shouting for her, looking everywhere, went through the neighbor's house, like, because it was like a really tight community, so we just asked everyone, looked everywhere, and we couldn't find her. And basically it turned out that this alcoholic man had stolen our cat and sold her, because she was a
really?
Yeah, because she was like a really nice breed. So in Bulgaria it was like uncommon to have like if you have a nice cat, that means it's expensive.
Someone's gonna steal
so it. Yeah, like, so he fucking stole our cat and sold it for like booze money. And
what the fuck?
And then so he was like nowhere to be found, because my dad loved that cat, and he was like, I will kill him. Like, my dad, you do not want to see my dad raging. Like, he was crazy, like crazy Arab eyes, like, yeah. I was terrified. Like, and then basically we went through our stuff upstairs, and like me and my brother had bikes and stuff, and we realized those were missing. No. And then we were in town and we saw our bikes being like put up for sale in this pawn shop.
Really?
And then my dad went inside and he was like, that's our fucking bikes. And the guy was like, well, somebody sold them to me. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously they bought them, but my dad was like not having it. He was like, we're taking back our bikes. These, like, he did not pay for them.
Like, what the fuck?
The guys wanted like proof. My dad was like, fuck all of you, I'm taking my bikes.
Yeah, especially your kids' bikes. Like, what the hell? Those are my kids' bikes.
Yeah,
like,
it was nuts. I can't believe that we actually like found them. And and then I remember distinctly the smell on the seat. Like, it stunk of that guy, because he obviously like took the bike and rode it to the pawn shop.
He did? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that close. That's nuts.
Yeah.
What a bastard.
And obviously, like, he must have taken whatever was up there, because we kind of used it as a storage area.
Yeah.
Like, so whatever he could find, he just took and sold it. And then I think, the cat was like the last thing. And then he just never was ever seen again.
He stole your cat and sold it. What the hell? That's insane.
She was literally our baby. Like, if I find pictures, I'll insert. But she was so cute.
That's so sad. One of our dogs got stolen once. And this is just a theory, but like, he was like a really good dog. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, my mom trained him so well. Like, it was like he was like a lab, but like a really, really like good, like just really well trained, and like just the best dog ever. Would, like, you know, walk us like to the bus and shit like that. And then it was 4th of July, and like Max just like went missing, like just went missing, and my mom looked for him everywhere, like put up signs, like everything. And because he was probably just like so friendly and so nice, like someone just like took him. Like, do you know what I mean? But again, it's like losing a dog. But like, but she cried for ages after, like years. Like, it was so sad. She didn't get a dog for so long after that.
Man, because pets are not pets. Like, I feel like they're like proper members of the family.
No, agreed.
When they become such a big part of your life, and then every day, that's what you see, that's what you live with, and then all of a sudden it's gone. I remember looking for her everywhere. Like we had another cat there as well, and whenever I was like screaming her name, the other cat would meow. Aww. And I would be like, where is she? And then I would realize it wasn't the cat.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. Damn it.
God damn, shut up. I told you this already. Not you. That's so funny. It's like a cat pulling a prank on you. That's what it'd be like. Meow. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
trying to think of like my youngest experience with like thievery or things being stolen or something.
Somebody stealing from you or you stealing something.
My bike got stolen outside of my house. That's what, if you were talking about bikes, like I just like left it on the street, not the street, but like in my like driveway, which is like a typical driveway than the front door like in America. And then and then I came out and it was gone. Never saw it again. I was like, fuck. And then my mom was like, well, it's bound to happen in this neighborhood. Like,
that's annoying.
Yeah, I know. It was a bit shit. But then
it would be even funnier if you saw someone like riding it.
I know. I looked for it. Like, yeah, but I never saw anyone. Like, people were clever. They probably would like paint over it or something like that.
Yeah, no, we did that. Sorry, before you tell your story. My brother had like a bike and then he wanted to get rid of it and he was like, oh, it's fine, I'll just leave it in front of the building. And he literally did. And then he saw this other little boy riding it a week later.
Really?
In the neighborhood.
That's so cute.
But it was just hilarious. He was like, oh,
yay.
A bike, I'll take that.
Yeah,
like,
free bike. I'd be like, hell yeah. Literally. I want a bike so bad. Sorry. Bike stories.
Just eat bikes.
Yeah. I have you ever like fallen off a bike really hard?
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, I remember, so when I was learning how to ride a bike, I remember being in this park where actually there was like this weird flasher guy who would jump out of the bush and like show his penis and stuff.
That's horrific. How old were you?
Like 4 or 5.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
ew.
My mom would be like, run. Anyway,
a flasher in the park. That's just like
yeah, Bulgaria, I'm telling you. Anyway,
penis. That's so horrible.
So in that same park, I was learning how to ride a bike, and I remember so my brother had like a bigger bike and I had a smaller bike that had the, you know, what are they called on the back? The suspender things?
Like the training wheels.
Training wheels, that's it. Not suspender, what the hell?
Suspenders. He had his suspenders on to ride his bike, as you do in Bulgaria.
Yeah, that's what everyone does there. So basically my mom was like, I think you're ready to go on the big bike. And I was like, me too. So basically, ready. So I went on it and I was like, yes, Mom, you can let go now, because she was holding the back.
Yeah.
And actually I was like, yes, I can do this. And then I can just like feel myself just like slow motion falling to the side. And I fell like into the bush.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was my first experience trying to ride a bike.
Did you cry?
I don't remember.
Wow.
I just remember it being really funny. Like all of us just pissed ourselves laughing.
That's so funny, straight into a bush. Oh my God.
What about you?
I had, speaking about dogs, I had a dog in the States when I lived. I was going to like college, and I used to get her to pull me on my skateboard. I basically taught her how to pull me on my skateboard. And it was really good because she was like part husky, and it was really great. She like knew her lefts and her rights. Like, yeah, it was just she was a great dog. And all of my roommates would take her on the bike. And it just always looked really fun, like just so she got like loads of exercise and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm going to borrow someone's bike and I'm going to fucking take her on the bike. And so I had her leash and I'm like gearing up and like I'm in front of my house, like, yeah. And as soon as I lift my feet up and start to go, she decides to go underneath the bike, and I had the fucking leash hooked onto the bike. Oh, no. And it just pulled me like that, and I just fucking scraped my like shin all the way down and fell, and like I fell so hard, like so hard. And then I was like, literally, I made it maybe like 5 feet, like from start A to start B to fall point, and then I just like This is a crime scene. Like white chalk. This is where I fell, guys.
I lasted 1 meter.
Yeah, that was when my love for bikes died. I was like, yeah, and then I just like pushed the bike back in the house and never tried that again.
You're like, whoever I borrowed it from, you can take it back.
Yeah, you can keep this. I don't want it.
Thankfully, I didn't buy it.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my God, I actually borrowed my friend's scooter once in Russia because I was like, yay, she has a scooter. I want to learn how to drive. And I can't drive, by the way. And I was like riding it around the corner and I was going really fast. And all of a sudden I just fucking skidded like so hard and like fell really hard. And I was like, shit, her bike, like, I mean, her scooter, I kind of fucked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the electric scooter.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I did the same thing to my cousin. My cousin, who was like 3 years older than me, and she was like always had money. So she would always get these, like have these big parties and like, yeah, which is fine. Like it was just like, they were just so big and she always got the coolest gifts and I was like, fuck, I want them. Like, yeah. And like she got like an electric scooter, which was a big deal because they had just come out. And like, it was my turn to go on.
Did you fuck it up?
And like, yeah, I literally just revved it and it just went out of my hands and just kept going. And crashed. No, it was like, no. It was so funny. Like, and I just like was so like young. I was just like, oh shit. I don't even know what happened. Like, I didn't get in trouble. They were just like, oh, maybe like, we should let her go on. Fair enough. That was not our bad.
I don't think this is for Melanie.
Yeah. God.
She doesn't even know how to sit on it.
It went by straight away. Did you guys have like 4-wheelers and stuff in Bulgaria?
Like a quad
bikes.
No, my Russian friend
Yeah.
has it though. Like I'd never got to go on it. My brother has some good stories about being on
Really?
quad bikes. He fucking loves quad bikes.
Yeah, me too. They're so fun.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've been on one.
Ever?
Yeah, like I saw my friend's one, but we never went on it because it was always broken because she's obviously like would always go nuts on it.
Yeah, you have to have like a place you bring it to because they do break. You just have to fix them, or like my brother would fix them and shit. But yeah. Like one time my mom and like my uncles were all over. My mom had just gotten like a new quad bike and it was like a big deal. Everybody would come and look at it and play
I can
on
imagine.
it. Yeah, and my mom had a lot of land as well and like woods so that we would have trails. But this thing was massive, like, and it was way too big for me, and I couldn't control it at all. No joke. My mom's house was like here in the front, and then everyone was standing in the front, and I just went around, and there's one tree in our yard.
You crash into it, I bet.
Yeah, I fucking like I just saw it coming. I was like, I couldn't like squeeze the brake, and I was like, I'm gonna crash.
My muscles.
Yeah, literally, and I smashed straight into it, and I literally smashed my head on the fucking tree as well. Like I flew forward, smashed my head on the tree.
My God.
Yeah, and it was like bleeding, and they all heard. Yeah, they all heard it go like.
Oh my God.
And so, but I was fine. Like I was like, my head was bleeding, but I wasn't like crying or anything. I was just like, oh fuck, someone's gonna be mad at me.
Oh my God, did you get a concussion or something?
I don't know. I think it just kind of broke
I think it
definitely
just broke
Apparently,
my head.
every time you nod your head, like it's like enough to kill brain cells. So that's what I'm saying. It's like I definitely killed some brain cells.
Fuck,
But
that's intense.
it was kind of funny.
That sounds really
It didn't
dangerous.
hurt. It didn't hurt. Yeah, it was really dangerous. Like they shouldn't. I should have had a helmet on. Like I don't think I would let the boys go on like a quad bike without a helmet. Like I've had too many experiences, like near death experiences with them, because we ride them a lot. I've got a scar on my lip here from one.
How did that happen?
I was on the back of a quad bike with my friend, and again, she lived and she had a lot of land, so we would go and ride the trails like in the woods. And I was riding on the back and we were speeding back, just going as fast as we could. And there was like a big, thick, thorny vine sticking out. And like it happened in like 2 seconds. It like caught my lip and then just sliced my lip open.
Oh my God.
And I just went like that, like as soon as it happened. And then again, it didn't really hurt because it was such a clean cut, but like I just like my mom literally, she was like, what did you do to your face? Like literally, because it was like kind of, it looked bad at the time.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was like kind of like open. Yeah, like a big gash. And so like I had to put scar cream on it. Well, I didn't had to, but I just did. I didn't had to, but I like decided to.
Wait,
but
so
yeah.
did you have to get stitches?
No, I never went. Like I never went and got stitches. We just kind of like covered it up and stuff. But it was just like a proper like
With a plaster?
yeah, because you can see it. It's quite thin.
No, yeah,
but it was
I've
like
noticed
deep.
it
Like yeah,
before.
so it just needed like
I just had no
fixing.
idea how it came about.
knots. Yeah.
The
Just
hell?
it was like
The
it just
hell?
stung really bad. It was like someone just cutting you like really quickly. Like it was just
Yeah,
like,
that
ow.
happened to my finger last night.
Literally both of us.
Oh
if
my
you're
God.
watching, yeah, literally me and Maggie have injuries at the same time. We injury so
It's right here.
Yeah.
Literally, I was like, that'll be my finger.
Oh.
No, yeah, it's so
Yeah.
deep. It's been bleeding for like 2 days. Well, no,
Ew.
not
Sorry.
non-stop, but whenever I take off the plaster, it like
You're
it's
bleeding
so,
out, Maggie.
Yeah, it's so deep that it just keeps
Yeah.
bleeding. Anyway, I just remembered that we were talking about stealing stories.
Stealing stories.
And I just remembered that. Have you ever been robbed? Like your house broken into and robbed?
I'm trying to remember like the like youngest kind of like memory. I feel like it did happen at our house in New Orleans, but I can't really remember it. I'm trying to think. Oh, one time. Okay. I remember now. I was coming home from school. There was no one at school, and I lived in the middle of nowhere in Mississippi, where a place it's like very kind of well known that people in that area do a lot of crystal meth. Because it's like so like my nearest neighbor was like 2 miles or a mile away or something, maybe like a half a mile away. It was just like a walk, like so it's like it was very secluded, so like perfect place for a crystal meth den.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, as you would. And yeah, I got off the bus and I went inside, and like I remember like we had this, my mom sold like little tiny puppies, and we had one that was like super super tiny, like that we kept in the house, like because it was so tiny, it had its own cage and it was really really tiny
Like a
and cute.
teacup dog.
Yeah, some sort of teacup dog. And yeah, and I just like, the dog is always put away in its cage because it's so tiny it could like really hurt himself. It's like it was a wee puppy. And yeah, and then I come inside and the dog like runs straight to me like when I come through the front door. And we had like a back door and a back porch as well. That was like the main entrance that everyone kind of used. Like I only used like the front door, like me and my siblings, whenever we were coming home from school or something. And then I just like heard people like talking, like, and saw like shadows, and I was like I walked in, I was like, why is the dog like out kind of thing? And then literally I was like, oh fuck, like, and then I saw like shadows, and I just like reacted so quickly, like I just like, because I didn't want them to like hear my door, like, you know, my front door, so I just literally grabbed the dog and then went out the window of my sister's room, and then I just like ran to my neighbors where like one of my friends from school like lived. I mean, again, nothing really happened, like, because I just like was like, fuck this, I'm out.
Oh my god,
No, thank you.
that's good reaction skills.
But yeah,
though.
they didn't take anything. It's just my mom's papers were everywhere. I think like there was nothing to take. Like honestly, we didn't really have that much. Like, do you know what I mean? Like there was nothing to like sell or anything.
Yeah, I'm like if someone broke into my house now, there's literally nothing to take. Like,
yeah, literally, like, yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, what the fuck are you gonna take? My fucking TV?
Yeah, there's TVs everywhere.
Yeah,
TVs
literally.
are garbage.
No, literally my TV.
Yeah,
is
like
probably
we
not
even
good
went through a
enough to
period of
take.
not having TV as well, which was crazy. So, but yeah.
Nuts. That's insane. Good reaction
Yeah.
skills though. Well done.
I know, my mom taught me well.
Yeah, like I
reaction
would have.
skills to everything like that.
I would be like, freeze.
no, I was just like, no, bye. Like,
I'd be like, Dad,
I
is that
know.
you? Like,
and it was just like it was like one of those things, like my mom never left the door like open or anything like that. Like, do you know, like it was just like, bye. But yeah.
I'm out of here. Yeah, I actually remember coming back from holiday once and just walking into the house and kind of like feeling this weird vibe that something wasn't right. And my parents looked very not okay. because they could tell obviously that something wasn't right.
Yeah.
And I remember walking through the flat and everything was just a mess. And then I walked into the living room and I realized that there was like a lot of things were missing, kind of like the TV or I don't even remember specifically what kind of things we had, but it was just like everything was messy and taken. Like yeah. And then it turned out that we were robbed. That there was just some like Bulgarian gypsies that broke into our house.
Oh my God.
They basically like would wait for you to leave. Then they would kind of like see if your lights came on a couple nights. And if they didn't, then they would know that you're obviously on holiday. And then they would break into your house and steal stuff. Yeah. No, but I literally like... so many things got stolen in our neighborhood by like gypsies. They literally would steal big like metal pieces that connected the electricity. So we would literally just get like everyone would lose electricity and they'd be like, what happened? They'd be like, they just decided to steal a wire, like just to sell it.
Oh my God.
It was so weird. Yeah.
No,
So
I have no, like, I didn't really know that was like a thing. Like, I don't know. I guess like
when I
moved in like like stealing wires or like copper, like the copper and wires you can like sell. Like, that's so crazy. Metal, scrap metal. I know I've heard of people like stealing scrap metal and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just don't get how. I would just be worried that like could they not pinpoint where I maybe took it from and stuff, but
no. Imagine like robbing someone's house. Like, I couldn't imagine actually doing that, like being the person doing it, like sneaking in. And like, obviously, even in the States, there's so much risk. Like, people have guns. Like,
my dad had
mean?
like a rifle in Bulgaria.
So scary.
My dad had like, you know, samurai swords.
True that.
Swords.
Samurai swords.
Yeah, he had proper big scary ones. Like, literally thinking back on it, my dad had so many weapons. Like, if you would not want to break into our house if my dad was there. That would be terrible. I would be scared for the people. I mean.
But I guess that's why I guess you'd have to be a pretty shit burglar to go in when people are there.
Yeah. No, actually, so I used to watch this guy on YouTube and we should get him on the podcast. If he says yes, I'll be so chuffed.
Yeah.
But he basically tells the stories of his past of how he used to rob people's houses.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
and it was
so interesting.
very interesting to hear somebody else's perspective of like who's done it. I've heard loads of people's stories of being robbed, but not being the robber. And basically he said that this one time the people were in the house and they basically like switched on the lights and he was like, oh shit, they're here.
Fuck.
And then he had to hide in their attic and there was police and he said that he could not move or breathe or do anything like for hours. And then the police left and they were like, oh, he must be gone by now. He heard all the stuff they were talking about, like saying about him.
Still here.
Yeah, he's like, bitches, I'm looking at you. But and then he just left in the middle of the night when all the commotion.
They were sleeping.
Yeah.
That's so creepy.
Imagine,
I know.
Like what's a creep?
The person. But like that's nuts though.
It's
that's
just
so
interesting
creepy.
Both perspectives.
Yeah.
Like yeah, and
Cannot
obviously
handle
he's
that.
scared. Then there was another story where he was running away from a house that he robbed and he basically hid inside someone's swimming pool, but it was like winter time.
Yeah.
And he said it was basically the pool was covered with a sheet.
Fuck.
And then there was still water in there. He said there could have been like an alligator in there. There could have been anything because it's America.
Yeah, in Florida.
Yeah, and he freaking... Yeah, he said either he was going to get caught by the police and go to prison or hide there and risk it, like with whatever could have been in that water. I know.
So he risked it.
Yeah, he did it and he got away with it.
Fuck me.
Literally, he did end up going to prison, but for a completely different reason. He's got a really cool channel.
That's cool. That sounds really interesting.
Mr. Death.
Is that what he's called?
Well, he calls himself Old Death.
Old Death.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Old Death.
He is really cool. But yeah, have you ever stolen anything before?
Well, yes.
Girl, so have I.
Yes,
so
I'll just say it straight away. But in my defense, I was really young and it was someone who was very close family member that basically taught me and my sister how to do it, like kind of thing. And just kind of like class it as like, you don't have money. Like if you want nice things, this is how you get it. And I was just like, oh. And then it was kind of like, don't do it to like independent people's, only to the big department stores.
Yeah, don't do it to small businesses.
Yeah, stuff like that. So it wasn't like, yeah, like doing it in like a small shop or something like that. It'd be like, I don't know, JC Penney's or some shit.
What's JC Penney
It's like this
equivalent in the UK?
kind of like a John Lewis, but not as nice. Yeah.
I really need a drink.
That's cool. But yeah, I got caught twice in my life before because I was told to do it until like, you know, keep doing it until you're 18 because then you can't get in trouble for it.
Fuck, but you got caught by the police?
Yeah, I got caught twice.
Like did you get arrested?
The first time I was like really young, and the way it was taught was like you always do it with multiple people. Like, yeah. And again, I was like maybe like 15 or something, like really young, and it was like always do it with like multiple people. So me and my sister would only do it if we were like with each other or like together, and yeah, and it was my niece with me instead, and my sister had gone to like go eat, like I'm trying to remember, eat sushi or something like that with her boyfriend, and we went shopping. And I'd only would ever steal like clothes, like the stuff that I would kind of like want or like need or something. And I never tried to steal jewelry before because I was like, don't steal jewelry because it's like a higher risk and you don't need it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
damn,
if you've gotten away with stealing like clothes and like all that, like you're gonna push it. And then my first time trying to steal that with my niece, got caught straight away by like, basically they knew what I was doing. Like it was very obvious. Like I wear all of it on my face. Like, do you know what I mean? And yeah, and the guy was basically like, show me your bag. I know you took it, blah, blah, blah. Like put it in my bag in the dressing room. And I was like, nuh-uh.
I didn't.
I did not. And then he asked me like again. I was like, fuck it. Here you go. Like I did it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
you caught me.
Yeah. And then he basically was like, get out.
Oh, I was so like, they didn't call the police on you?
No, because I was like so young. Like it should have been like who is raising you? I don't know. It was just like crazy, but
damn.
Yeah.
So how did you feel after that?
I felt so shit. Like I felt so shit. I remember being like so upset with myself. I'd never really had someone like look at me in that way. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it was just like I felt so bad. Like, you know, I felt like I'd properly like upset someone, and I hated upsetting people. I just never really been like, I'd never seen it in like a different like light when I was that young. Like, yeah. And
absolutely, you don't have perspective. You don't understand like what impact it could make on someone else. You kind of just think about, this is the benefit I'm gaining.
Exactly.
But you don't think about anything else. Like,
exactly.
imagine
Especially
how stressful.
Being that young. Yeah.
Yeah, like it would be stressful for the store owner or like for somebody who's about to catch. Like that. Imagine like the feelings they're going through. But
imagine having to have that conversation with like someone like that. Like that would just be so uncomfortable.
Child,
like yeah, you know it's gonna get aggressive. Like yeah.
No, I completely relate. I had a person in my life that was quite influential, and I think it's kind of like an age thing as well. I don't know, because when you don't have, I'm not, from one side, my mom tried her best and I feel like I did have everything that I wanted. Yeah. But then I was also told that I could have more by this person. So I decided, fuck it, I'm going to try it. And then I kind of told, I was about 12, I think. And I told my friends about it. And then my friend was like, okay, I'm going to do this with you. Yeah. Because she had another influential person in her life that was doing it as well. Yeah. So it was kind of like the feeding mentality. Yeah. So basically I had a friend who also had a person that was quite influential in their life, and it was kind of, we were all feeding off each other, and I guess we were looking up to these people because they were like a few years older than us. So we thought, they're cool, we want to do what they're doing. So we stole a few times from different shops, which was like, and we got away with it at first, and I thought, whoa, that's so cool, I got new shit. Like, you know, but it wasn't anything important. It was like a lipstick or like makeup and stuff like that. And then one day, me and that same friend decided to go to the shopping mall. It was like a wee shopping mall, and like steal makeup again or whatever. And I swear it wasn't even shit we needed. Like, it was just to do it. I think it was almost like for the thrill of it. And I'm honestly, like, I'm not condoning this. I'm not.
Yeah, it's just like young and dumb. Like,
I was just stupid. Like, I would never, ever.
No one's judging.
I know, literally. No one's looking.
No one's looking and no one's judging.
So, well, yeah, fuck anyone who is judging, because then they don't understand.
You probably stole the most.
Yeah. Projector, motherfucker. Anyway, no, I'm joking. So basically, and that day, that friend, she basically said that she had a dream that we got caught stealing.
No.
And I was like, oh, don't think like that, or
Don't
whatever.
say that.
And then we basically go into the shop and we steal whatever, it was like a concealer or something, and we freaking get caught.
No.
Literally.
I'd be like, you did this to us.
Like, you fucking predicted it.
I know.
It was probably a projection of her fear of getting caught, and then it had to happen because so basically we got caught. We got taken to the back of the shop by the like security guard. It was like a shitty little shop as well. Like, it was so dumb. So stupid. Anyway, we got taken to the back of the shop, and then her dad, my friend's dad, had to come and pick us up. But that was it. And then her dad was like, never speak to her again. And like,
to you?
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, he was like, never contact her again. I was like, ugh.
Could you not be friends with her anymore?
Oh no, then we still remained friends.
Oh.
And yeah, and then I still went to her house and we were still friends. It was just a cool off period that we needed.
To
and
ease down your stealing habit.
I literally never, ever did it again. It was so scary, like getting caught. I think I was embarrassed. I think I had a moment of realization of what I had done. And then also the fact that my mum had to find out, and then we had to have a chat. And I think it was like, she didn't even ground me, or like I didn't even get like a proper telling off. It was like she was just disappointed.
Damn.
Which was even worse than getting told off. I was kind of like anticipating getting told off, and then she was just like, I just saw the sadness in her face, and she was like, Maggie, like all these years, you know, I've tried my best, like I've done everything I could, and like my entire family, like we've had our struggles, but we've never resorted to that, so I don't understand why you did that. And I was like,
fuck.
And I was like, fuck. Yeah, I was like, damn, I didn't want to like disappoint you like that. And also I wish I could tell you that I was proper influenced. Like it wasn't just my own thought that like led me to doing something like that. But everybody makes their own decisions.
Yeah, but like when you're a child, like, and that's why it's so important to like talk about like how, well, like what makes us now. It's like you're so influential, like influence whenever you're a child. Like, I don't know, it's like you're like Play-Doh, and everyone who like people like properly mold you. So you can't really help it if it's someone like that's like close to you or someone you trust. It doesn't even have to, just someone you trust, like, and then they make it seem okay and fun, and you believe them. Like, that's why I burned the hair off my arm, because it was my sister and I trusted her. Yeah. And then I realized, oh shit.
Yeah, maybe that's not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm glad that I got caught when I did, because I had that reflection period and I kind of realized, you know, it's wrong, I shouldn't do that. Yeah. Obviously, it made me feel like absolute shit for doing it. So never do anything that makes you feel bad. Like, why are you doing it? So, and then it's really funny because me and that friend got kind of like judged by our friends, and like, you know, they were kind of like, oh, you're so bad for doing it, whatever. And then, funnily enough, a few years later, maybe 2 or 3 years later, my friends that were judging us got caught stealing. But this time it was by the freaking police. Really? And they got proper in trouble. Like,
oh no.
Yeah. And it was bad. And it was from like a big, well-known shop. in town and stuff. And I was like, damn, I'm so glad I've grown out of that. Because I was like, okay, come on,
that was me. I was the girls getting arrested.
Damn. I'm talking about you.
No, mine was stupidly enough, and like the last time I ever stole, ever stole. It was in a Walmart, and it was like properly like the walk of shame. But to my defense, I was like literally, I had no money. I was working like a full-time job, and I was like in like university as well. And I was like, I had like no money to like buy shit for myself because I was like paying rent, and I was like super young. I think I was like 17, and I was stealing like razors, like, you know what I mean? And like lotion and like stuff that I actually needed, which makes it even sadder because when the guy saw, I got caught by a fucking secret shopper.
Are you joking?
I'm not joking. I got caught by him, and he was actually quite nice, and he was like, did you not see me following you the whole time? And I was like, bro, like, you just caught me stealing, like, shut the fuck up. Like, no, I obviously didn't see you. Like, I was stealing.
Yeah, like I was focused on something else.
If I saw that you had seen me, I would have put it away, like, or not done it. Like, yeah, I wouldn't have got caught. And then they held me in the back, and again, he was just like bragging about how good he did at catching me, and I was like, okay, guy,
good
great, great for you. And I'm just like, here we go. They called the police. I was just hoping that they would let me go.
Oh no.
Called the police, and it was just like really like, this guy was just so over the top. Like, he was so rude to me and like shouting at me. He like put me in handcuffs, and he put them like really fucking tight. I think he was trying to scare me, but it would just make me hate the police when I was younger, because it was like just over the top aggressive. And he like walks me. I had to walk from the back of the store. Have you ever been to Walmart?
No, I've never been to
like
America.
Costco. It's literally like Costco. So like you have to walk from the back of the shop all the way to like the front, like I guess, or like a huge Asda or Sainsbury's or something like that. And yeah, in handcuffs, being like walked by the police. And I was just like, here we fucking go, someone's gonna see me. Luckily no one did. There was no one there that I knew. And yeah, got put in the back of the cop car. They had to call my mom, and I actually had a shift, and I hadn't spoken to my mom in like a minute, like, because I didn't live with her anymore. Like, yeah, like
oh my god, that's so scary.
Yeah, and like and I had a shift at McDonald's because I worked at McDonald's, which actually
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I worked at McDonald's, and it was actually a pretty chill job.
I worked at Five Guys.
Yeah, like it like all the people were like pretty chill except for the managers and stuff. And yeah, so they took me to the station, and again, he was just being like proper aggressive with me, and I was just like, this is just so unnecessary. I didn't even cry or anything. I didn't say anything. I was just like, whatever, here we go. Like, there's no point for me to get upset. I was caught. Like, I was doing it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then my mom came, and then he let me go. He didn't charge me anything because, again, I was 17.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
And like he just wanted to give you a fright.
Yeah.
I think.
And it was like a month before my 18th birthday, so I still, my mom, and I said to her, like, she came and picked me up, and I was like, I'm really late for work. Can you please, like, yeah, basically bring me to my car. I have to get to work, or so I'm gonna get fired. And then she was just like, yeah, and she didn't even say anything. She was like, oh, well, she was like, you're 18 now, you can't do it anymore. And I was like, I know. Bye.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Went
I
to
think
work.
Imagine like having that on your record and that fucking you up for the rest of your life just because you didn't think. Because when you're younger, I honestly sometimes think back and I'm like, the stuff I did, I can't believe I did some of the stuff that I've done. And like thinking from now, my perspective now, I'm like, I'm not even that grown up, but like,
just young and dumb. Like, we all did dumb young shit. But it's also nuts. Really good idea for like a shout out. Anyone who's a secret shopper, send us your stories, because I'm very curious about the experiences of being the person having to like literally stalk people all day. Like stalk people in a shop all day trying to catch them stealing. Like, I want to know what happens when you actually catch them.
What do you mean catch them stealing?
There's secret shoppers in shops. That's the person who like caught me. Like big department stores.
Yeah, but that's not their job.
Yeah, they catch them stealing.
No.
That's what the guy...
I think he must... Okay, wait.
No,
For
in
my-
America,
Is that
this
what
is what a secret shopper is. Someone who
somebody walking in the
is
shop.
basically a pretend shopper when they're actually just watching everyone to see if they can catch someone stealing. And I'm pretty sure, surely they'll get a bonus for when they actually catch someone.
What the hell? Okay, well, we had secret shoppers in Five Guys.
Yeah,
But
what the hell
they're...
does that mean?
Yeah, so a
food
secret...
shop.
So basically, like, So you get given kind of like a survey. I've never been a secret shopper, but I wanted to. So you get kind of like a questionnaire sheet, and there's different rules for different shops. So for example, like in Five Guys, the rule is your food has to be made in under 8 minutes. So if you're a secret shopper and your food isn't made in 8 minutes, then you like score it off, and then you say they didn't do this. Then they have to go and check the toilets, and then if the toilets are clean, they tick that. Then they had to look at the general cleanliness of the shop and like check that. And then basically, if you get all of the box ticked, then dicks. If they tick all of the boxes, then everybody on that shift got a bonus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you get money, you get an incentive. So
that's
then,
cool.
So
I
like,
wish that was secret shoppers
and then
in America.
also, like, obviously, the secret shopper gets paid regardless. And then if you've done well enough, then you get paid as well.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so I think that's what that secret shopper might have been like. He was actually patrolling the shop, checking on the people working there, but then he might have caught
that's not what it is in America.
Fucking hell, that's...
No, like you get, like it's an actual job, Maggie. Like
that's
you get
ridiculous.
paid
So
to
that
catch
many
people stealing.
steal? Or is it because the shops are so big?
Yeah, like the big, well, it's Walmart. They're like $1 billion company. Like, yeah.
I honestly can't imagine a Walmart.
Yeah,
like,
they literally hire people to try to catch people stealing.
That's
so
like
funny. In department stores and shit like that.
I was following you.
Yeah, like literally, like they have that in department stores as well. Like, yeah, I thought it was so weird. Like, yeah, that like, yeah, you guys, I don't think that, again, they might do it out here in the UK and I just don't know about it, but I don't think they do it out here. Like secret shopper type things for like big shops and shit. But they're like really big. Like our big shops are like massive. Yeah.
Whereas
so
in
it's
like it in the UK, well, in Edinburgh, you don't really get shops that big.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like even your supermarkets aren't even as big as like a Walmart. Like, yeah, no. Imagine like a Costco in America. It'd be like massive.
Like Costco on steroids.
Huge. Yeah, so that was my walk of shame when...
Damn, I literally... I've only been told, because I had that one friend that got arrested and I was like, shit, I can't believe that. She got grounded for the entire summer.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
And then...
Fair.
Yeah, like she literally just had to stay at home and she read like loads of books. Just
because you had to. Like, it's probably a good summer for
yeah. No, I think she might
up.
have liked it. She would kind of like being what is it called? Like an introvert, like liking being at home.
Yeah, true that.
So I don't think that was much of a punishment for her.
Yay! That's what I wanted all along.
Yeah. What should I do? Steal from a shop and get grounded, so then they don't have to force me to go outside.
That's so funny.
No, yeah. So I think that was definitely my lesson, and I'm sure you learned from being arrested.
Oh yeah, that sucked. That was so embarrassing. Like I was like, if I actually got in trouble for this would be the stupidest thing getting in trouble for. Like, yeah, didn't need that razor. Like,
oh man, that shit though.
No, it was just like a really fancy one rather than like the cheap ones.
Yeah, because the cheap
they're
ones
just
hurt.
Better. Like, yeah, they're just better, the fancier ones. But yeah, just nuts. But to be fair, I was just like, oh well, went back to work, normal life. And then my mom was like, I won't tell anyone. And she like actually, because my mom's like known for telling secrets. Like if you tell her secret, the whole family's gonna know. Like, yeah, and she literally never told anyone. Like yeah, and I was like,
same
that's so
here.
nice.
I'm pretty sure, because I was like scared my mom would tell my grandma, and I didn't want to be. Like, I don't know, I think that would devastate her.
Bad. Yeah,
because she would not, I don't think she'd believe it.
Yeah, because I was afraid of that as well. I was like, everyone's going to look down on me or, like, make fun of me.
Yeah.
You got caught.
I didn't actually even tell my brother for, like, ages. And then I'm pretty sure when I told him, he was like, you're lying. He didn't believe me. And I'm pretty sure now he'll hear this Hi, Joe.
Whoa.
It's true. I freaking did that.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I was a little rat, and
I was a little brat.
I was a little rat for doing
Yeah.
that. Whoever steals is a little rat.
Yeah, that's so true. Have you ever had someone like steal actually from you?
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, so when I was a child, when my mom moved to the UK, and I was like maybe in second or third grade, and she brought me a Motorola, you know, the flip phones, and at the
Yeah.
time they were the shit, like the
Yeah.
Razor, whatever it was called. So, and like, yeah, I showed it off to everyone, obviously, because I was fucking buzzing that I had a phone. I shouldn't have been showing that off, because obviously someone would have wanted to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember being in class, and I think it was like after school club or something like that, and I left my phone on my desk and then went to the toilet, and then I came back and it was gone.
Really?
And I was like, what the fuck, where is it? And then I told the teacher, and then like, because the place I lived at, like everybody knew each other. So my auntie, I was like living with my auntie at the time, and she knew my teacher, and like she kind of knew everyone. And basically she got in touch with that teacher, and she was like, where the fuck is Maggie's phone? Like, we need to get it.
This is not okay.
Yeah, like we need it back. And basically that teacher found the little boy who stole my phone.
Really?
And the next day I got it back, and then he just had to apologize to me, and then that was that. And then I saw that he had been taking pictures on my phone. He didn't even freaking delete them. I mean, I don't think you would think of that, but yeah, I just saw like the activity that he did.
Motherfucker.
Well, I don't blame him looking back on it.
No, that's so funny though. I'd be raging with that kid if I was in like class with him or something like that. I'd be like, I hate you.
And so there was another time when I was also younger, when I think people like to steal my shit because my mum brought me like unique things from the UK. So yeah, and like, so I had like really
That's
cool
cute.
clothes, or like really cool like stationery and stuff. So this was actually before I had the phone. My mum brought me, I don't know, cool stationery, I guess.
Lisa Frank. Sorry, it's like this very iconic like stationery in America.
I was like, whoa.
But they had it in the UK as well. It was like Lisa Frank. It could have been that.
It could
a
have
big
been
deal.
that. It was something fancy. Well, basically, I had like these cool rubbers and like really cool pencils and stuff. And so I was like in this class, and there was four of us. I was in this private school. Four of us, and there was one girl that really hated me a lot.
Really?
And I think it
Oh
was,
my God.
yeah, she was such a bitch. Like, honestly, I'll tell in another podcast the shit she would do. But yeah, so I think she got really jealous that I had different things from the UK, and she basically would steal all of it. And then I was like, she fucking stole my shit. I know it.
Yeah.
So I told the teacher, and then the teacher went through her bag, and she had.
Really?
Yeah, and then she was like, well, I knew you wouldn't let me take it home because I wanted to show it to my mum so she could buy me the same one. And I was like, well, bitch, you won't be able to buy the same one.
No, that's stealing.
Yeah, like, yeah,
No,
you were never
just
going to
got
give it
caught.
back.
Yeah, like what the fuck? I've got a really crazy story.
Go on.
For stealing. So this story is like a story, like this is a part of a story that's a lot longer than this story.
Oh.
It starts from a different beginning, but we'll patch it together slowly, and then
Just
maybe I'll
keep following us, and then you'll patch it.
Yeah, this is a
in
part
time.
of this story with this encounter with this person when I was growing up. So someone that was in my life, they were my friends. Like, they were my friends, and it was like two friends. And basically, as I mentioned before, my mom sold like the little teacup puppies, like really, really small. And she had like a separate, like she just loved them. Like she loves dogs, and she loves taking care of things and stuff like that. And she had like a puppy house, like where they would live so that when they had babies, they would be warm and like, do you know what I mean? Like they would be comfortable. And I brought my friends over to like for Thanksgiving, and my whole family was there. Like, you know, not my whole family, but like immediate family was there. And I brought them with me, and my mom was like showing off all the little tiny cute puppies and was like, look, this, and all of that.
That would have been so cute.
Yeah, like, yeah. And then that was in November. And then basically by Christmas Day or either the day before or the day after Christmas. I can't remember which day it was, but it was a holiday. And yeah, 2 of the puppies from my mom's house puppy house went missing, and they're all microchipped as well. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's like these like dogs are like thousands of pounds each. Like, do you know what I mean? And 2 of them had gone missing, and people know this in the States, like how much these dogs are worth, because they're like really good, like lovely dogs.
Were they like little fluffy
little
Pomeranians,
tiny, like
or Chihuahuas, or
I'm trying to remember the name of them, but I think they were the brown and black ones, and I honestly can't remember the names of them
just
like
now. Super cute little
yeah,
things.
really tiny, like fluffy, like really cute. And so like basically my sister Melissa, since the day they went missing, said it was those friends of yours. Basically said it over and over again. And I was like, nah. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they're like my
I'd be like, surely
really
not.
good friends. Like, really good. Like, hang out every day kind of good. And
what made her, do you know, like, what made her say that?
I have no, like, it's just, honestly, I really put it down to intuition and just like kind of like, maybe my sister was really good at like reading people, or just kind of like, yeah, just had that. Yeah. And I mean,
gut feeling.
So New Year's Eve comes, and these friends throw a party at their new like rented house, and I go, like, you know, and we're all drinking, partying, all that stuff. And at some point during the party, it was like pretty late on as well, someone had spilled something like on the floor, and there was no like nothing to clean it up with it. Me being the good friend, I'm gonna clean it up for you. I don't know where they were. So I go in the other bathroom, which was the ensuite bathroom, and I open the door, and the two dogs, let's just say 2 dogs that are identical to the ones that are missing, are sitting in the bathtub of this bathroom, the ensuite, in my 2 friends' house that threw a party and invited me to. Knowing that
literally, I'm like, I've got no words.
Stolen dogs were in the house, and that they were so clever that I was never going to find it because it was in the other bathroom. Like, yeah, okay.
What the hell were they even planning on doing?
I was a bit shocked. Like, obviously, sell them. Like, literally
just
sell
make
them.
money.
Like, yeah, for sure. Or keep them. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, if they were playing, like, that would be insane. Like, do you know what I mean?
Imagine, we could just got these dogs. Coincidentally, the exact same ones.
Yeah, it's just so stupid.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, and then literally... I couldn't really believe it, but I was like, it's just, these are our dogs. So I took a picture of them, and I sent the picture to my mom. I was like, are these our dogs? Like, and she was like, yes, call me right now. So I basically like call her, and the party's still going on. So I leave, like, yeah, I go home and I like call one of my other friends, and I like tell them about the situation that is about to go down. So I go home and yeah, I go and get my mom. My mom, like how your dad's crazy, like my mom is so crazy, like in the sense of like she goes from 0 to 1,000. Like, yeah, her anger levels are just nuts. And again, like, yeah, I was just so angry, and basically my mom grabbed her little microchip like reader, like, you know, girl she's got shit, like, yeah. And like by then everyone had left.
That. I'm sorry, like she got her microchip reader.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I basically, the front door was still open because I'm guessing people were just leaving, because we wanted to wait until everyone had left, like, yeah. And
oh wow,
yeah, because I needed to go and get my mom. And again, this was a friend, but we lived out in the like country, so like it took like I had to drive an hour to my mom's house to come back an hour here, like, do you know what I mean? And again, like we didn't want to make a scene, like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so like, yeah, so it was late. I mean, it was only maybe like 2 a.m. or something, yeah. So but it's on New Year's Eve, so it's fine. Like, this is all on New Year's Eve. Yeah, again, they threw a New Year's Eve party and invited me to it. And it's just so funny. Nuts. It's just so funny. So we pull up to the house in question.
Yeah.
And I basically say to my mom, I'll handle this, I'll go in. Because I kind of wanted to like, my mindset was just wanted to like almost like get them to admit it. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I just felt like it wasn't going to be easy. And so I go in the house and everyone's asleep. Like, they are asleep. And yeah. And
Wake up, bitch.
Oh, yes.
With a knife.
So, like, their door was locked, and I basically, like, because it was an ensuite bathroom, remember? So I knock on the door and I'm like, yo, let me in. I actually left my jacket in your bathroom. Would you mind if I come and get it? And they were like, no, your jacket's not here. And then I was like, come on, let me in. Like, I know it's there. And they're like, I don't know. Maybe I just wanted to fuck with them a little bit.
Oh
and
my
like,
God, that's scary.
Yeah. And I was like, no, like, let me in, like, kind of thing. And they were like, no, like, really, your jacket's not here. And I was like, said their name. And I was like, let me in right now. I know it's in the bathroom. Let me in right now, or else I'm going to start breaking down your fucking door.
Oh my
like,
God.
I was raging.
I'm terrified right now.
And I was like, we're calling the police. I've got my family outside. I was like, you're caught. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I know. Like, what the hell? Basically, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And they wouldn't come out. So I like, basically, I was like, I'm not going to shout their door. So I went and told my mom, like, I'm like, they're not coming out, blah, blah, blah. And then my mom hears something and she goes and walks around the side of the house. And then I hear something coming in the house. So like,
they didn't try and throw the dogs out the window. Please don't say that.
Wait. So the person like basically comes through and is like, what are you talking about? There's nothing. Go and check my bathroom. There's nothing there. My mom walks from around the house and she like has the two dogs in her hands. She was like, they tried to throw them out the back door and they were crying because they were puppies and they threw them out the back door and they started crying. So my mom heard them. That's what she heard and walked around and then she grabbed them. And I just like, basically I wasn't even like looking at the other person and they were just like yapping, being like, it's like, those aren't the same dog. Like, yeah, just basically trying to get out of it.
So why did you throw them out the back door?
Yeah, exactly. But I waited and then my mom basically had a microchip reader and boom, boom, ching, check out lane.
I love the microchip reader. I love that.
Yeah, and she was like, yep, there are dogs. And I think that was the point. I needed like confirmation. And then I fucking blew up. Like, again, this person was my very close friend. Very close. And I literally was like in her face. Like I was shaking with anger and I was just screaming at the top of my lungs at her. And like even my mom was like, yeah, she was like, I thought you were gonna hit her. Like, like I thought you were gonna like basically just start beating the fuck out of her. Like I was just so angry and I could not understand, but I never like laid a hand on her. Like, yeah.
She's lucky.
Yeah, literally. It was like, yeah, again, like, yeah, it was just, I was so angry and like still then they like denied. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, like denied everything. And like, yeah, basically.
What's the point? Just own up to it.
Yeah,
you got caught.
Like, you got caught. That's what I mean is like, even though I was like, I got caught and I stole stuff before and I do feel bad about it. But like, I never, even when I got in trouble, I would be like, yeah, I did it. Like, it's just no point lying. Like, it's just... But yeah, and so obviously I never spoke to them again. We called the police and basically we couldn't prove that they actually stole it, which is so shit, even though the stolen property was in their house. But their mom decided to lie for them and say that someone had given them to them. So we tried to blame it on someone else. Wrapping up the story in a sense. But basically, this story doesn't end just there. There's another big chunk of this story and these people who were in my life who had this huge negative impact on my life, but we'll get to that. That's a whole nother chapter, so like stay tuned. But fast forward maybe 5 or 6 years later, no joke, I get a message from one of the people involved in the situation, and they are messaging me, still denying to this day that they had done it, blamed it completely on the other people. Like, do you know what I mean? Completely. Mm-hmm. And this was like, yeah, basically. And even though it was in their bathroom, this person who messaged me, and yeah, and just was like only messaging me in a way to like, because I was like abroad now, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I hadn't spoken to them since really then. But yeah, and just,
And they're trying to get in contact with you.
I remember reading the message, just like laughing. I'm just like, you actually think that I'm gonna speak to you?
Deluded,
like, you stole my mom's dog, and not only that, some sort of altercation happened with this person as well, and a family member of mine later on, and it's like, you really think that we're gonna be friends? Like, I don't care if you're a good person now, you're definitely not someone I want in my life ever. Like,
no.
You like for a period of my, like, I felt so like hurt, like I couldn't trust like girls and like girlfriends for so long. Like, yeah, just because it just was so like hurtful. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was nuts. But yeah,
man, I can't even imagine. That sounds
it was like
nuts.
a whole day. And then I had one of my other friends just like witnessing the whole thing. Just along for the ride. Like, they like knew my mom and stuff like that, and hung out with us, like a really like good friend, like kind of not family friend, but just like close friend. But it was just nuts.
What a story.
Yeah.
I've never had such a big ordeal. That sounds so dramatic. And what assholes. I
know, as well, which should have been a red flag as well. And I didn't connect this until they obviously got caught doing this. I had lipstick, and when I bought things, it was a really big deal because I didn't have much money. I was paying bills and like all these other factors, like, yeah. And so when I bought lipstick or something like that, it was a big deal because like I really was like loved it. Like, do you know what I mean? It was like a like not impulse buy, but like a like spend it on myself.
Yeah.
And I had this lipstick, and I was like bragging to them about like me having this lipstick, and I loved it so much, and I let them use it because it was like a really nice like pink color. And when I showed it to them that night, it went missing. And then when I found the dogs, and I basically asked them like, yo, have you seen it, blah blah. No, blah blah blah. And of course I believe you, like if you say no. I just thought I lost it. I went in the other bathroom, or the other person's room, when I found the dogs in the bathroom,
and you found your lipstick.
And I found my fucking lipstick in their room, and I was like, you motherfuckers. Like, you stole my lipstick and my mom's dogs, you motherfuckers. Yeah, not story. It's just the fact, like, trying to message after, still lying, like, and just not realizing like you actually have a problem.
What kind of friend is that as well? And if they did that to you, like, do you think they did that to each other?
Steal from?
Like, do you think they stole from each other as well? Like,
probably, or like, maybe, I don't know.
How is that?
Where's the line?
Yeah. No, I think obviously, you know, stealing from a shop, doing it a couple times, you know, getting caught, getting a slap on the wrist, fair enough. But stealing from your friends, that's like another fucking level.
No, that's ridiculous.
So excessive and ridiculous.
No, it was like the betrayal. Like,
yeah, I would never. Yeah. And then blatantly lying, that's the more disgusting
lying
part.
To my face multiple like in the situation when you got caught, like lying afterwards. Like, I obviously told everyone. Like, I wanted everyone to know what kind of a person they were. Like, they were as like a people's,
as a duo.
As a people's. Yeah, as a people's, yeah. Fucking raging, like, yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I never saw them again out. Like, I always kind of had a wee bit of anxiety about seeing them out at like parties and stuff. But yeah, I never saw them out. Like, yeah, because I think I would have, like, I was always afraid that I would snap and then I would end up like fighting them or something.
Punching
and
them.
I never just wanted to give the satisfaction of like giving into those like really impulsive, like, you know, just like, I fucking hate you so much, I'm gonna kill you. Like, yeah. Whereas, like, yeah, I did go through a period of my life where I felt like, yeah, just angry all the time.
No, and justifiably so. It's not.
Yeah, I was justified with that angry time.
No, I mean, as in, you've gone through a lot of shit.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's not like you were angry for no reason. But again, we'll get into that in later
so many
episodes.
Stories, guys.
So I think we should just wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Because
nighttime stories. I mean, it's getting late.
It's definitely getting late and very hot in here. These candles were a nice cozy idea, and then all of a sudden,
I know, we're actually barbecuing ourselves.
I know, literally cooking alive. Thank God we wore pajamas.
I know, like shorts. I know. I think we said that like 5 times. I know, right? And I was like literally teaching yoga just before this as well. So I'm super like, I might look like I'm put together, but I'm actually a sweaty mess.
We all know Melanie.
Yeah. Maggie can smell me. No.
Yeah, that's why we need to wrap up the episode, because Melanie smells.
Maggie can't take it anymore. I'm sorry.
I'm suffocating.
Yeah, so if you have your own stealing stories or
Please
stealing
share them with
experiences.
us. I mean, come on. I think it took quite a lot for us to actually be able to share something like this.
I was a bit nervous.
Yeah, I mean, this is not something you would just go and tell like anyone. It's quite a personal thing to share with people.
Yeah, because it's so everyone knows it's bad. Like, yeah.
Absolutely. Like, we're not condoning stealing. We're definitely looking back and reflecting on how we grew up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I will say that like during that time was like the time that, again, I kind of stole things from like big shops or something like that. So again, when you do these things, you're inviting that kind of like energy into your life. So that's why I think that happened to me, in the sense is that like, obviously I didn't realize how bad stealing was until I had something really big stolen from me, and I'd stolen like, do you know, enough for that experience to be like, in a way, karma. Like, do you know? Like, so when you do things like that, you're inviting that kind of energy to be reflected onto your life. Like,
and I feel like there's a lot of anxiety that comes with it. A lot of, I don't know, even owning those things, you kind of know what you didn't buy, you know?
That's so true.
And it's not a nice
energy
feeling. It is a negative energy. And I really appreciate all of the things that I've bought for myself. Like, you know,
same.
I paid off my laptop and I was like so proud of myself that I like bought myself something big, or like I've almost paid off my phone, and I'm like so proud of myself that I bought myself a phone, and it's like an achievement and it's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So having that instant like gratitude is not nice in the long term. It's just like a momentary like happiness, and then it makes you feel like shit later on. So it's what's the point?
There is no point. Don't do it. Don't steal, kids.
Don't do it. Learn from our mistakes.
Don't steal.
And take our stories. And
I hope you've been able to laugh at some of them.
Yeah, they are pretty dumb.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you're just young and dumb, man. Yeah, that's what life is about. Is like you're supposed to look at all these times when you made all these mistakes to grow and be better from it. So you have to make mistakes to be a better person.
Yeah,
no,
we were
those experiences.
Different people back then as well. So every 7 years they say that you're a different person.
Yeah, all the cells in your body are changed by then, which is amazing. You
go.
literally are a different,
yeah,
like a different person, which is like super interesting. So yeah, share your stories.
Yeah, we would love to hear your stories. Send them our way. I know. Literally, tell us how many people you've got, or if you've stolen something and now you reflected back on it, or maybe if we made
house. If you've done that before, let's
hear
your story.
If we get Old Death on the podcast, I'll be so chuffed. Literally, if any of you guys know who I'm talking about, please tell him to come on the podcast.
Yeah, get him on.
He'll be so chuffed. I'll be so chuffed. It will be what?
It will be Beth over here.
Well, clearly I'm malfunctioning. So, on this note, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much.
If you would like to catch some extra content, we have a Patreon. It's only £2 a month, and it helps us out greatly because this is our job.
Yeah, this is our full-time job.
And basically, it's like an equivalent of less than a cup of
coffee a month. So if you would buy just one of us a cup of coffee, then that would be nice.
that would make her day.
Yeah, and even if you can't, just keep listening and supporting us and sharing our stuff, because we appreciate all the love, all the support, all the comments, everything, guys.
Honestly, thank you so much for listening and watching. We wouldn't be doing this if Wait.
No one's looking?
Oh.
Wait, people are looking.
Oh. Fuck.
It's the irony.
Yeah. Anyway, until next time.
Oh, also we're on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff as well.
No One's Looking
so
podcast.
Follow us for like more short stories that we put up and what's going on, and look at all of our stuff that's going on YouTube. Yeah, so thanks for listening. Thanks for coming along.
Thanks for being here.
Send us your stories, and have a lovely rest of your day.
Until next time.
Ooh. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh wow.
Je suis roasting to death.
I can't believe oh my god, we just really talked about